YouTubers, welcome to my channel. Come on, let's get going. So first things first, you're going to go to the iMovie app. Once you open that app, you're going to go to New Project. You're going to click on Movie. Then you're going to locate the movie that you want to edit. And then you click Create. And then it pops up in that screen. And then I'm going all the way back to the very beginning so I can start from the beginning to edit. People ask me all the time how I edit my videos, or at least a few people have. So today I'm going to show you how I edit my videos from start to finish. There are a few apps that I use. One of them is iMovie on the iPhone. And then there's a few other apps that I use to either make the intro or thumbnails. Now I have done the thumbnail video already on how I make my thumbnails, so you can locate that video on my channel. But today I'm going to show you how to make or how to edit the video by using iMovie. So let's get started. So the first thing that I do is I'm going to start editing my video. And that means that I'm going to take out bits and pieces where I have flubbed or spoke wrong or things like that, like just doesn't make sense, or I've made a mistake. Like you see the little break there, that just means I took out that piece because it was just a nice long pause that didn't need to be there. And during this time I will stop and start, fast forward, rewind everything as much as I need to make sure it sounds good. And then you can see I have a yellow thing there. That just means I'm trying to get it just right by trimming and things like that. So you can trim, you can add back a little bit if you kind of get some of the words out, or cut off, I mean. Some of the words cut off. Then you saw that I just cut something there and I cut something and probably split it or deleted it. And then I was telling that I can add, I'm still editing, but I can add icons too, but I think I'm going to do that a little later in the video. So I'm still cutting and splicing and deleting and splitting. See, it just takes so long to kind of get this just right so it looks and sounds better. And here comes another split. And I'm rewinding to listen to it over again to make sure it sounds good. And that's basically all this part is this part is just editing and cutting out the bits and pieces that don't mesh. Then I'm going to show you how to add photos. There's a few different ways that you can do it. First you select a photo and I'm just locating a photo right now. Actually, icon. I'm adding an icon, I believe. And there's cutaway, picture on picture, which is where I added the subscribe icon. So I'm doing picture on picture, and I'm going to move it around here. There's 3 little icons off to the right hand side, and that middle one you have to, now it's there, that middle one you have to click in order to move something and size it. And that's what's going to be happening here, and it's hard to kind of see that, for me anyway. But I do it. It takes a minute. And I think what happened here is it was sticking, and so I had to flip it in order to move it. It was just sticking. It wasn't being very nice. But once I did that and it moved, it worked just fine once I flipped it back. And I was sizing it, and then I'm going to add the, yep, see? Fingers pointing, perfect. And then I'm going to add the bell next. I've got to get it just right so it pops up when my finger hits. I'm going to go find the bell. There's a couple of them here. Once I locate the bell, then I do picture on picture. And there's the bell on my face. And then I'm going to move the bell right about there. Shrink it a little more. And then I'm going to rewind and listen to it again, just to make sure it comes out. Yep. Perfect. And I'm also trimming it too, so it doesn't have to play so long. And I'm also going to fade in and fade out these, so they will fade out and fade in instead of just stopping. And you'll see that too. There's a little icon that you'll hit to fade in and fade out. And you can do different aesthetics, different colors and themes. But this is where I'll fade, and that's what it'll fade out and in for both of them, for all icons. There's little buttons that I hit. Perfect. And then next is other icons, the Facebook, the Twitter, and the Tik Tok. And I'm adding those in the same way that I added the other ones in, by doing the picture on picture, moving to the correct location, testing it out. Might have to move it around a little more so it's just right. And this does take practice as you go. It does take a lot of practice figuring it out. I have watched many hours of YouTube videos to try and figure some of this stuff out. And believe me, it's paid off. And here comes the Tik Tok. And that's how those 3 apps or icons are added. I haven't figured out how to add specific links. That'll be my next mission. I did have a person tell me that I needed to film sideways, and so I learned to do that. It was actually a pretty easy fix, so thank you to the person that told me I should try filming sideways. It actually makes a huge difference. Now, I'm going to add pictures. And like I was saying, there's many different ways you can add pictures. There's cutaway, split screen, green, blue, and picture on picture. So the first one's going to be a cutaway. And that's where the picture is over top of the video. Like, it just takes out the entire video. Then the next one's going to be and I click those 3 little dots. It's going to be picture on picture. And with this, you can definitely move it around, make it bigger or smaller to make it fit how you want to. I usually do a lot of picture on picture. I did a few split screens and cutaways when I was doing my How I Met My Husband video. The next one, and you can time it so it fades in and out, make it longer, make it shorter, however you want to do that. The next one is going to be a split screen. And that's where half of the screen is you and half of the screen is the picture. There's no way you can really move it or anything, it just is. Then the final one, which I have not had many or any experience with, is the green-blue screen. And it looks like it's the picture on top of you and you can still see you through the picture, which is a little weird. And I think I'm just trying to figure out which picture to use. And I've decided the Taylor Swift one with me. So I decided the Taylor Swift one with me. And then I made that picture the blue-green. And I'm trying to work with it a little bit. It's a little weird. Like, you can see my face through me. And Taylor's a little bit faded, but you know, I still, that's something I still gotta try and figure out. And I'm trying to move it around a little bit, make it bigger and smaller, size it. I don't really understand how this part works, but it's an option. See, I'm trying to move the picture to try and figure out how this whole thing works. This is interesting. There we go, somewhat. And then I can make it fade out a little more or fade back in, which is, whoops, there we go. Right about there. And you can see Taylor a little bit better. And I'm gonna squeeze me back in, but I have white splotches on my face for some reason. Anyhow, that's how the green blue screen works. It's a little interesting. Still haven't mastered that one yet, but it is an option if you choose to go that route. Then you can also just add another photo in, like I just did. And I'm speeding it up to kind of get, oh, that was, I'm sorry, I was rewinding to kind of check it out, to see how this is going to play. And now I'm going to, oh, I added the picture in the wrong spot, and so now I'm adding it there and rechecking it again just to double check. There we go. And now I am adding music, I believe. Maybe, maybe not. Yes, I'm adding music. So I'm choosing a few tunes to, or a tune to get this going. And so then it will add music directly to the entire video. And I can trim it, I can fade in, fade out. And I usually like to trim it because I don't like having music at the very intro. So I'll trim it, split it, and turn down the volume just a little because it doesn't need to be that loud. Now, once I get the music in, and I can show you where I'm going to get the music from here in the next minute or so. I'm going to go back to the home screen of the iPhone, and I'm going to go to YouTube. And I'm going to go to www.youtube.com. And I could have done this on the YouTube app too. And then I'm going to locate the no copyright music that I want, or the no copyright, to kind of show you guys where you can get it. And it's that last one right there. And I'm going to come back to iMovie. and I'm just kind of listening to how it sounds and adjusting some things. And the adjustment will probably come up here shortly. Yeah, I'm going to be cutting a little bit out more of my video there. Cut a little bit more to see how it sounds. Add my intro. And I've already created an intro, so I just gotta highlight it and add to the beginning. But in this case, I added it to the middle. And I think I had to go back and redo it one more time. Yeah, there it is. So now it's at the very beginning. And I can change little sequences and how it comes into the thing. I'm just kind of stopping and starting and changing. And I'm also thinking I'm fixing the music too during that session so it doesn't play over top. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, is I'm fixing that music. So then I'm just going to go back through and watch it one more time here to see how it sounds. Basically, how I created this video is just a lot of editing and icons, pictures, and then right now I'm doing voiceover, so that way I can kind of talk you through how I did it to make it a little easier to understand, hopefully. Or I'm going to put in the dings here. Yep. This is where I'm going to put in my dings. Or my sound effects for the different icons. And I'm choosing some different ones. And I just put it in. And then I've got to maneuver it a little, and I play back to kind of listen to it. And then I choose the beginning of the next one and do the same thing. Choose the sound. And I do the same thing for all the other icons. I am on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. And
on this journey we will find our souls begin to intertwine. Your heart of gold, so pure, divine, and I lost myself within the fire, breaking free from my desire. A heart of gold, forged to inspire. It's starfire. It's starfire,
so then once you get done completely editing, then you go back and then you will click save. You're going to scroll down to where it says save. You're going to click that. And then you're going to pick what you want to save it as. And then once you do that, it will upload. So I hope you enjoyed this video on how I edit things. If you do, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, give me that like with a thumbs up, and then you can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Facebook is Amanda Susanne, Twitter is Susanne_Amanda, and TikTok is Ruby Red Queen 1.0. If you like these videos, please leave me a comment down below and I will keep on doing these. Maybe this will be my niche. Still trying to figure this out. So please, if you have any comments or suggestions on how I could make things better, please don't hesitate to leave it down below because I'm all for learning. Have a great day. Bye.